Hi, welcome back to the channel, TrainStation 2. Alright, feeling lucky with the 100 keys containers, having two legendary trains and rare ones. Alright, so always try to get your maps from the captain itself, and here we are. After a bit of struggle, managed to make it to the second, still a far bit of range to catch up, so I've got to work around the clock as usual, trying my best to see whether I can get really close to number one. So the only items that's been requested throughout this whole reindeer event is majority Christmas items, so do make sure you continuously carry all the envelopes and fabric back home so you can start making all the Christmas items. And even if you have spare, keep them in a warehouse, fill your warehouse full of them, because you don't know when you're going to need it and how big the quantity will be. As for the rest of the factories, I've already stored all the way to the brim, so I can't really put much into them. So I'm just trying my best right now to do up all the Christmas items. You can see here, Christmas items are really hot items and they run out really fast, so you just don't be worried that they would basically chalk up a lot of Christmas items that will not be put to use. That's not possible. Alright, after a bit of struggle and continuous working for many hours, I managed to overtake the first position, and really fortunate of that, but of course I do not know how long that would last. So now trying my luck on the 100 keys container, and this is really surprising. Alright, that was not expected, and I'm really happy we managed to get the legendary train from a 100 keys container. It's very generous of the developer to give me that, so really thankful for that. And of course, I'm gonna try again because I got 350 keys left. I'm gonna try another one and see what we get this time round. Wow. I can't believe my eyes. We got two, and now another rare train. Really lucky, I must say. Two legendary and a rare train back to back on 300 keys. Well spent, definitely well spent. Alright, so now this is normal. The last three trains wasn't normal, I must say. So it's really lucky there. We managed to get two legendary and a rare train added onto my fleet, my tiny fleet in Region 5, Canada, but nonetheless, it's really happy. So with this, give me a bit of confidence. That is a mistake made from me earlier. I couldn't start ETO because I clicked on one of the keys container before I thought I embarked into Region 5, but apparently not. Once you reach 200, you're already in Region 5, so that's why my ETO strategy of using event trains only doesn't work. So I need to get as many trains as possible, and I'm really fortunate that I managed to get this two additional legendary train. That would definitely help quite a bit in terms of deliveries. Alright, so now with this additional rare train, we can now have two rare trains working for us, and we got good numbers of 4 legendary trains. 2 from the events with a better, also called higher capacity, and 2 you have just seen. Alright, so here we are, always focus on just the reindeer event, and for the Santa Claus deliveries, I'll just try to do one, and otherwise I'll just try to get that mistletoes, because those are really required to exchange for the 4 additional trains. Nothing beats that, so my focus is not to complete this map of 100%, but rather to grab as many mistletoes as possible. And of course, if we manage to win the competition as well, we will need to grab more of those coins that can exchange for a big box of upgrade materials, which are really critical and low in terms of balance because of the really expensive upgrade of trains in Region 5. I'm going to keep on building my inventory of Christmas factory items non-stop around the clock, because that's the only way that you can get many of this reindeers satisfied in terms of delivery, and really close. I mean, you can see competitors are running really close because they do need the mistletoes as well to exchange for the 4 additional trains. Who doesn't, right? So we'll all be working really hard for those mistletoes. So here we go, another one delivered, and we are currently about 50, I must say, about 50 mistletoes away from the second. Not a very good buffer, but nonetheless still better than none. Along the way, gonna get more of this upgrade materials and see whether the possibility to upgrade the train's capacity further, given the tiny fleet that we have. Limitations in terms of upgrades are basically this upgrade materials. Cash wise, likewise, is draining really fast. I have about 200,000 earlier, now it's about 90 odd thousand, so it's draining really fast for cash. So we gotta work out all the iron powder as well as the required items of these reindeers. Currently you can see Lucky is chasing me non-stop, trying to regain probably his first position, which I've overtaken him for a while. So meanwhile, just gonna fulfill that and we see what else we can do. Alright, so gonna fulfill some of those requests. Alright, 1-0. Okay, next I think will be this. This is really good. Fast and good. Okay, always try to watch the video if possible and then get another gem. Having the gems, upgrade your factories. Alright, going to clear some inventory spaces by producing something in the factory that will reduce some space, and iron ore definitely can be reduced because it's just 30 seconds away. Alright, so we completed another reindeer. Gonna work on another last reindeer before an hour's time another reindeer will be back. So try to have that kind of gap, like hourly basis, so at least it doesn't hit you all at one time. So having them staggered is good. Okay, you can see many players are not playing, only a handful are, and definitely a very strong profile of people that are competing with. 273 Lucky, and wow, there's 381. It's really high. 171, right? So it's 381. Well, there's 316, and this is 299. Oh my god, why do they group me with all these experts? So I don't know, I'm only 203, but they're grouping me with all the very high level experts people playing. I don't know whether it's good or bad. It could be good, and because probably the higher level you go, the harder it goes in completing those reindeers. That gives me an edge, probably, I don't know. Whereas if you're competing with a very junior group of people, they completing the reindeers could be much easier, henceforth you may be losing out. So I don't know whether is it a blessing in disguise that I'm so-called competing with better or higher level competitors that gives me a better competitive advantage, because normally the weaker ones will get a system boost. Probably in a way lesser items required, so as a boost I was. So here we are left with bells, and once we have bells we will send that reindeer out again, and yes, here we go. So now they are being staggered, and we're gonna work out. Okay, good. I think about 99 gapped, and we got another 3 more to work on. Alright, I'm gonna fast forward just to show you that. Alright, one's done, so now I'm stuck with this same item that I need to produce, and this threader will need some items, which is lucky here. We got that, and we got another one, so that we 180 threaders. That should be suffice to fulfill both reindeer requirements. Right, clear a bit of spacing so that the 3 items can be dropped into the output tray, which includes the 2 threaders. Alright, that'll be good. Just counting the numbers of sweaters required and my balance on hand and the delivery that's expected from the Christmas factory. That should suffice for the so-called 2 reindeers requirement. Meanwhile, I'll just grab items that are required so I can keep my other factory busy and all the way to the brim. Okay, see what we can do here. Probably some chests, yes. I think I have thumbnail somewhere. Okay, so managed to get some kettles back, and we're gonna make that kettle delivery as well, fulfilling the jobs in Canada, and level up to 204. Great. And I managed to get some keys. Really need a lot of keys. That's why I'm doing all the Canadian jobs as well, because that will give me upgrades in progress and keys as well, so they can basically exchange more trains in this region 5. That will aid in my whole gameplay itself. Lucky here, the reindeer doesn't require so-called trains, otherwise this event will be all gone. So I'm taking opportunity of the current event to build up my fleet again. So I'm trying to, as much as possible, get the trains all up, and of course do buy upgrade materials as well, and so continuously upgrade all the trains that I have. Alright, so you can see it's a tiring job to be first, because you just always got to maintain watching out for people trying to climb over. So as usual, try to create a gap over again. So meanwhile, waiting for those sweaters to be ready, and the mistletoes, I think we are almost at the rare train level with about 1151, so roughly about there. But I'm gonna work on all the way to epic and if possible legendary. And I hope you good luck in this competitions, and there's probably 2 more to go. Thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe. Goodbye.